Hi, my name's Keith Cooper, Northlight Images. This is a short video just looking at a new battery pack I've got and why I've got it and various other aspects of USB charging. Now, cameras and things, my EOS RP I got a few years ago, that's the one I'm filming this on, by the way, that had USB-C charging on it, and the battery capacity of that is very small, tiny battery in the RP. One of my irritations with using it, and so I ended up carrying around a battery pack with me. Now, different battery packs, the connectivity of these has evolved over the last few years. My oldest one, which still works well and also functions as a torch, has just good old-fashioned USB-A output sockets on it, 5 volts only. That would not charge the EOS RP, certainly wouldn't charge my GFX100S or my R5, which I've got more recently. All of those are USB-C charging, so I use a newer charger, and I looked at this a while ago on the Northlight Images website. Now, this one's an Asperex 65 watt output, 20,000 milliamp hours. It's quite nifty. It's got a display on it, which actually gives you a display of percentage charge, but also gives you the watts output of it and the charging input. You can charge it whilst you're using it as well. There's 3 outputs on it. There's a USB-A, which is limited. That is a power delivery slot, so that would charge the EOS RP. And there are 2 USB-C connectors. I put a link to the Wikipedia article about USB-C power delivery because it's that complex these days and getting more complex that I'm never going to remember all of it. Suffice to say, there is one to charge this and can be used as an output as well, and there's one pure output for the USB-C. Now, what's special about that one? Well, I mean, there are others available. This is not a comparative review. I don't do comparative reviews of sort of products like this. These are things that I just use. They're useful. This one, I'd got the R5 and I needed another charger for it. And I can see certainly this one here, there's a lower capacity one. This one here, from all the dings and marks on it, this has been in my camera bag a lot with a lead. One of the nice things with these is when you're out and about, you can sort of have the lead and the battery charging up your camera whilst you're walking around with it, not using it. You get it out of the bag and the battery's recharged. Important things, as I say, with the EOS RP, because of the very low capacity battery. The GFX100S gets through batteries a bit quicker than I'm used to on some of my older cameras. The Fuji charger itself, the mains powered charger, USB-C output, is not a terribly powerful charger. In fact, I found it charged quicker off one of these packs with the newer power supply on it than it did with that. That's just a safe one. One bit I say safe to connect, always with any of these battery packs, particularly the larger ones, and this you can tell the weight of this, the bigger batteries in it. Yes, they're checked, they've got safety features in them, but I will not leave large lithium batteries like this charging unattended overnight. I've seen too many fires from things. Now, that in no way criticises this one. It's just saying that if you get larger USB lithium-ion powered devices like this, just be careful with them. Remember, there's a lot of energy stored in these. Even these older ones here, and I've had these for years and they've worked just fine. I've never had a battery problem like that, but always worth one. Say, just some notes, you get one. Asperex 65 watt output. Yeah, I can charge this. There's probably enough power in this to do a full charge of this. Take a little bit longer than doing off that. Other devices. Now, just why am I sort of looking at all this power supply stuff? Well, part of it came from us. I've been having a bit of a clear out, and also Karen's been clearing out. I've been helping clearing out her parents' house after they sadly died over the summer, and I found several digital cameras. There is a Lumix 14 megapixel one there. There is a Kodak 6 megapixel one there. And there's also a Kodak 1 megapixel, a really old digital camera. Now I'm going to be getting all of these working properly. The other Kodak one has got battery corrosion in it, so I'm actually going to have to strip that one down and have a look at doing it. But I've now got to the point where I've got that many cameras which all need different batteries, and I need to charge things. Not even finding a USB lead to plug into one of these is not a trivial matter. Fortunately, they've got cards in, so that's a bit easier. I was even able to read some images off the old Kodak 1 megapixel one. It's got an 8 megabyte compact flash card in it. Now it takes bigger ones as well. I've got those from, I used to use them, but anyway, that's some kit I'm going to be playing with. But you know, stuff like this is always useful. It's got me out of a jam a few times. I will pop this with the others into my big carry case when I go out on jobs, and it's just, yeah, it makes you feel a bit safer that you're not going to get stuck running out of batteries. Yes, spare camera batteries are one thing, but in a way having a spare camera battery and something to charge it off this is much easier. Anyway, so happy to look at kit like this. I put a link to anyone noticing our normal review terms and conditions. I've put a link to this in the notes. It's not an affiliate link. I don't do affiliate links for simple stuff like this, one-offs that I look at. And, well, I'll come back to these cameras at some point. A little project for me for the new year. So anyway, thanks for watching, and bye.